Hello everybody, thanks for joining me for another video. This time I'm going to be creating a character based off of this little clay monster thing that I painted a couple of months ago. And I'm doing this all by hand this time instead of digitally, just to test my setup. I started initially with a sketch as a design for the face. And then I moved on to designing the clothes really quickly, and I was trying to go for kind of a clownish type look. I think because of the big grin that the little creature has, makes me think of an evil clown. But yeah, so I went through a couple of different phases, and this is more planning than I would usually go through for my digital drawings. Mainly because there's no undo button in real life except for an eraser. So I'm doing all this prep work first. And I wanted him to look childlike at first, and then I decided to age him up since that's more what I'm used to. And right here I'm trying to figure out the poses for him. And I just do that really quickly, kind of like in a gesture. Yeah. And then right here I decided to add a hood at the last minute for his outfit. So that's kind of what I'm working with for the pose right now. And I finally decided on this little last one that I'm working on. And so it's hard to tell because I keep flipping back and forth. But I am mapping out the space on the paper so that I don't cut off any of his body, because I want to be able to fit the full figure in it. So I started with a mark at the top of the page and at the bottom to help myself, and then to create guidelines for myself to make sure that I can fit the whole body in there. And I just did a very loose I just re-sketched the smaller sketch that I had into something bigger, and I'm applying the details just directly on top of it. And I'm doing this all in mechanical pencil. After that, I line everything really lightly in with the smallest pen that I have, pen liner. And I do that because if I put too much black at once, it tends to smudge. Even though these are Prismacolor, they're not really supposed to, but I'm used to it smudging. And then also because the wax coating from the colored pencils will cover the black lines, so I just use a really thin initial lining, and then I go back after I'm done coloring it and do thicken up the lines and add thicken up parts of the line art to add a little bit more depth. But anyways, so now I'm going in and coloring the figure, and I'm doing it the same way I used to, where I will put the shadows down first, because to me it's just easier to blend it out that way, or the shadows end up darker that way, versus if I were to do the base color first and then the shadow on top. And then another reason I do the shadow first is because I tend to do it in a different color than the base color. If you notice, his jacket is supposed to be like this blue-green, like the little monster that I had, but the shadows are more purple. So I put the shadows down first so that when I color it over in the blue, it'll look more blue than purple. And I'm doing this all in Crayola colored pencil, again, mainly because I shot this video as a test for my phone setup that I'm using, which is kind of a hassle. But yeah, so I added pinstripes to the outfit to make it look a little bit more clownish. And then you'll notice in his coattail I added spots because the little monster that I have has spots on him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you notice, the little creature was really only 3 colors, so I focused this character design on that. And here is the final image. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.